Hello, friends. How are you all? I hope you all are doing very well. So, today I want to talk to you about something which we basically talk about all the time, that is time. So, what is a rhyme? Time and time. So, yeah. So, when we talk about that, we don't have enough time for ourselves, we don't have time for what we want to do. So I want to address that topic today because I'm a working mom myself and I clearly understand how does it feel. So yeah, so today I have with me 6 points that I want to talk about time management, especially for working moms or anybody who is like really busy serving others in the family or work. So yeah, let's get started. So number one point I want to talk about is huge versus 1% work done or improvement. So by this I want to elaborate it as like when we think of doing something, we generally think that either we have like a lot of time doing things like finishing it up, or we just don't start it at all. So I want to break that thought process that either we want to do it all like in full, or we don't want to even start it. So that is what I call 1% improvement, that you might have heard from other authors, well renowned authors as well. So by 1% improvement, I mean to say that say if you want to get a little time to read a book or do some exercise or just do anything which you want to do, but you are not getting enough time to do, I would say start it in like whatever 5%, 5 minutes or 10 minutes you have, or even if you think that you don't have time at all, just do it as little as you can. So basically, if I take the as an example of exercise, say if you want to stretch a little bit and you think that if when you exercise you really feel good, so just stretch for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or just stretch for like even for 30 seconds. You can, I'm pretty sure that you can stretch at least one body part, if not like the whole body. So that way you will feel better that you have done something than not doing. That is what I call 1% improvement. Similarly, if you want to read a book that you can that you want to read, if you don't have time, like a long time to spend on it, just read a page, read a paragraph. And I have done it myself. Trust me, it really makes a difference because your mind records that you have done something for yourself rather than not touching it all. Next point is 5 minutes. 5 minutes or even 2 minutes. So the power of 5 minutes, the power of 2 minutes is basically less than power of 0 minutes spent on something. So it relates to my point number one, like 1% improvement. So 1% improvement comes from something which on which you have spent little time, if not more. So yeah, I would take the same examples of reading a book, doing some exercise, or if you want to get something done with others. Say if you're a working mom and you think you want to give some homework or to the kids, or get them to do some maths problems or whatever English problems, and you don't have enough time to sit with them, do one problem with them. I'm sure like doing nothing is better than doing something. So that is what I call like power of 2 minutes, power of 5 minutes. And in that way, in this example of doing something with kids, it will not bore them, it will not scare them next time you call them for solving a problem or doing some little bit of homework. So they will feel relaxed that the mom is going to spend like max 5 to 10 minutes, and that's it, and there is nothing to scare about. Next point I have is related to relaxing your mind, or basically giving yourself a bit of break. So when we want to relax for some time, we know that we are exhausted and we are not in our full good senses. We are grumpy, we are like agitated with something, and whatever we are touching, whatever we are doing, whatever we are, whosoever we are interacting with is basically not a very healthy or good interaction being going on. So I would say take a break. Even if you're at work, you can just sit at your desk. Maybe you have a breakout room to just give yourself a break of say 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you don't have time. And trust me, no break of 5 to 10 minutes is going to harm anything at work or harm anything at home as well. If you're at home, I would really prefer that you take a nap. I usually put a timer on my phone for like 10 to 20 minutes, if not more, and I basically take a nap. And I don't stress myself to fall asleep. I just close my eyes, lie down on my left side, usually after a meal. So it's better to lie on your left side after a meal. And I just tell myself this is to relax my mind. The idea is not to fall asleep for sure. The idea is just to relax. And 100% you fall asleep, because you're not forcing yourself that, okay, you just have 10 minutes, you fall asleep and you have to get up and you have to do this and you have to do that. So no, you're not pressuring yourself for anything like that. You just tell yourself you're relaxing and you're just here to relax, calm your mind, close your eyes, give yourself a little break. Okay, so next point is hydration. Hydration. It's so important that I can't stress enough. As you all know, that our body is made of 70% water, and most of our agitation, headaches, body aches, feeling not good is basically coming from the fact that we are not well hydrated. So yeah, I would just say that even if you think you have enough water, I would just say that sip plain simple water. I won't say some kind, add something in the water. I if you really want and you know what you're doing, please, by all means, you can do that, but usually plain simple water will do. So just keep yourself hydrated. Whenever you think you don't have enough time to manage, but you want to manage, just keep yourself hydrated. I'm pretty sure that your mind will run more smoothly. You will feel better about yourself, and you will find more ways to do multiple things in a shorter period of time that you probably want to do. Okay, so next point is time-bound fun. So by time-bound fun, basically I meant that if you want to do something which is not so healthy or not so ideal to do in that situation, but your mind is craving for some fun break, say scrolling through Instagram, or just putting a quick post on Instagram, making a quick reel, or just having a chat with a friend. You want to just gossip, not bad gossip, like healthy gossip, like harmless gossip, I would say. So yeah, just by all means you can do that, but before that, put a timer of, let's say, whatever time you have got like 2 minutes. Put a timer for 2 minutes, put a timer of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So yeah, so put a time foundation on that fun thing that you otherwise feel guilty about doing in such a busy day, but you can still do that in that busy day and satisfy your mind, record in your mind that yes, you did something for yourself, which is not very ideal, but you wanted that, you needed that, and you did that. And you didn't waste a lot of time, so there is no guilty about it. You probably knew that yes, I'm going to spend 10 minutes or 5 minutes on it with a fixed timer, so there is no guilty about it. So you can have that guilt-free but time-bound fun. Okay, so very, very important point is there is no time for bitching. Trust me, bitching about somebody, cursing somebody, the resentment talks, negative emotions, they feel fun when we are doing it. I have done it in past, and I still do it sometimes when some situation arises and I can't control myself, because we all are human beings. But trust me, after doing that conversation, you feel drained, you feel exhausted, you feel like somebody sucked your energy out of yourself, and you just feel that you don't have energy to do anything. You don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel good about the chores you are going to do, you don't feel good about your family member, you don't feel good about anything when you are out of that kind of conversation that involves really criticizing somebody, bitching somebody, strongly talking about somebody. It really doesn't make any difference to anyone but yourself. So avoid such conversations. I know it happens and we are humans, we can't avoid like completely, but I would say just keep a watch on even if you are saying not so good words about somebody, that somebody deserves that kind of conversation. But it's about you. Think about yourself, prioritize yourself, focus on your thoughts, focus that you don't have time for another series of naps or relaxation trips to Instagram scrolling, or you don't have time to go out and have a walk or eat an ice cream. And why would you eat ice cream? I mean, just because you talked about somebody in not so very positive manner. So I would say just just focus on yourself. I would say just that if you don't have time for taking another break and you don't want to waste time refreshing yourself, getting that energy back, don't waste that energy on somebody else. Nobody deserves your energy that much but you yourself. Yeah, those were my 5 or like 6 points. 6 points to manage time, to do things that you want to do for yourself, keeping your mind and your body health in check. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions and I would happy to answer that. Take care of yourself and love always. Mwah.